and even defying the hunger in Nigeria by turning up yesterday in all the 774 local governments to affirm what we are doing today. On behalf of them all, Mr. Chairman, I invite you to support me in presenting this symbol of victory, symbol of salvation, symbol of rescue. This NDC flag, the flag of the fastest growing party in the world, the flag of the party that is now the hope of all Nigerians, the flag that will enable our team led by Peter Obi, and the other announcement is for him to make. We won't do that. On behalf of all our millions of flag to you, and win for the NDC and for Nigeria. And rescue Nigeria.
Let me first of all
a Rolling Stone guy.
Yes, I now say congratulations to Nigerians. Congratulations to Nigerians that His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi has repeatedly been saying that, trying to assure Nigerians that he will be on the ballot. There's a power in the tongue, and that has been realized today. And that's why I said congratulations to them, because many of them has lost hope that he will not even be on the ballot. But today, that has now been put to rest. Now, when you look at this particular statement you are trying to make, in Nigeria today, I have been a presidential candidate, chairman of political party, IPAC chairman. I have never seen one presidential candidate that can move millions of people from one party to another, and majority of them still remain intact. That is trust in that candidate. So for me, while they are trying to push him out into another grouping, the people still believe in him. And they believe in him till the last minute that he got that particular ticket. That cannot be underestimated. It shows the power of the people. And that is why I'm saying congratulations to Nigerians for staying and trusting in his words that he will be on the ballot, because that is all Nigerians need. And they will galvanize themselves and move en masse, village to village, group to group.
What are his chances, NDC chances? Because talk is cheap, especially when it comes to some of the promises he's making, which politicians over the years have made, which even the current president made. He said, I will give you electricity. If you don't have it, I think if I remember correctly, don't vote for me again.
Yeah.
You know, he's making the same promise. So what are the chances of he's got the ticket of NDC, getting into Aso, the chances of NDC? And like I said, talk is cheap. Is it just promises that Obi is making? Are we sure he will do what he says he will?
Well, let me reiterate his words. He said, take account of our statement. He's a Tokunadu kind of a person. Let me use the word the Edo people will use.
Tokunadu.
Yes, because he also has said that he proved it from what he has done as a governor. He tried to promise, he promised, and he doesn't try to fail. He will be given, he wants the people to hold him accountable. That makes him different. His name is Peter Obi. Is different from another name. So you can hold him accountable to that, because he wants to show Nigeria that when you promise, you actualize it. And that makes you different. And for me, it's one of the things that he has shown clearly. The issue of 4 years become a subject of matter to me. And you know why? Because many people said we can't trust politicians. And in order to make sure that he's been at least trusted, he said, look, at the affirmation, before the affirmation, at the National Convention of the party, he said, they moved the motion and said that he's going to serve for 4 years. Then the second motion was moved again to say that after that 4 years, it's going to be moved to the northern part of the country. That for me is a number one confirmation of saying, what I promise you is what I will do. So for those who are doubting that whether he will do what he said, not only has he pronounced it, he has also documented, and it's already been copied by the political party and then by INEC itself. That is when you know the trust.
I remember I think you wrote a letter regarding that he will do 4 years.
Yes. But many didn't still believe him.
And yeah, you know.
Even you don't believe.
No, I'm not talking about myself.
Okay.
Well, the talk, knowing politicians.
Yes.
Well, the talk is that his people might urge him. Now it's the East, so to say,
yes.
Southeastern. Why would you not do 8 years? That when push comes to shove, Obi will probably renege on that promise.
I don't see him as somebody who reneges in his words. Remember, do we want a president that promise and fail? Do we want a president that say X and do Y, which we are facing at the moment now? Do we want a president who said, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and within the period of X, Y, Z, he has achieved 1, 2, 3, and that his name will now remain indelible in the heart of every Nigerian, and that will follow suit for his people to say, look, we have shown different, that we had a person from the southeastern presidency who promised to do this, and he had done it, and he had achieved ABC. Don't you think that will bring in an avalanche of trust for the people of the southeast and northern? So these are things that we need to really look at very clearly.
You've affirmed Obi. Has NDC, who is his running mate? Has NDC got
very
that?
Clearly, and that is where he's the first presidential candidate to also announce his vice president without waiting. He announced His Excellency Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso as his vice president today on the podium. So nobody, any presidential candidate, including the presidency as of today, he's the only one, the first presidential candidate to have
Musa Kwankwaso is running along with him.
Very true.
And so on a scale of 1 to 10, of course you stay with Obi. What are the chances of NDC? Because NDC is a baby, is a new party. Yes, some big names have entered there, but the argument has been, do they have clout in the north? I mean, Obi is, of course,